Hello. I just got surprised that I'm doing this, but I'm happy to do this. One of the wonderful things about being here in community is the conversations that go on in between meditations and during offering service. And we were just in the kitchen talking about a motivation that I gave either yesterday or day before. And really, as I got clearer talking with Veronica and Jonathan about what the essence of that motivation, really I would now call it the force of using the antidotes to meet with equal force of the affliction that's arising. Because if we don't do it that way, then the affliction always wins. And they're quite strong and they're quite habitual. And of course, you know that if you've been working at all with your mind. So this morning, I was a bit, not just a bit, kind of noticing my mind in the first morning meditation, how it was not happy and kind of on the edge. And so I had said to myself, be really vigilant about interactions with people today. And then I walked into the dining room this morning for breakfast and got really pissed off immediately at someone like that. And it was just pure fire, it felt like. And I had the experience of just being absolutely taken over by it. It was just like, wow, I am like on fire. One instant not on fire, next instant on fire. Why? Because someone pulled a shade up. Now this of course would make anyone infuriated. But that's not what it's about. I mean, obviously it's not what it's about. And we had the opportunity to do a very nice nonviolent communication and unpack it and look at, well, what's it really about? And the shade is obviously symbolic of a lot of other things about who can see in what kind of light, getting older, worrying about, how your body is falling apart, who's in control, who's not being heard. So some really important issues that underlie that. But it was just another example of how quick the afflictions can come. And another example of, for me, I take it to a sense of gratitude towards the Dharma, because within a half hour, rather than 10 days of mulling it over, within a half hour, I had straightened my mind around to say, I did not like what I did. I do not want to hold on to this. I want to straighten it out, and I need to start by apologizing. And so in doing that, it just pulled up out of the ditch and turned out to be a very good conversation. And I learned a lot from the other person about herself and a lot more about myself. So it's having to apply that kind of force, as though my picture of it a little bit was like being a parent to my own tantruming child, that there needs to be some really firm, clear direction for this tantruming child of, that wasn't such a good thing to do, and let's figure it out, and then set some really clear boundaries and straighten it around. So as Veronica was saying in the kitchen, we can just kind of go along, oh, I'm meditating on kindness, I'm being kind, people are kind, it doesn't really get us there. So we can be, even at the Abbey, even after hours and mini retreats, we can still be doing that kind of thing. And so we need to also be paying attention, what kind of energy and force is the affliction applying, and meet it so that we can make the shift. So I hope that's helpful, and you can do that with joyous effort. It seems to have good outcomes.